T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. The ground shakes as the Alpha rocket roars to life, flames erupting from its base, a blazing inferno lighting up the night sky. The sheer power of this beast is breathtaking, a testament to human ambition, reaching for the stars. Transition to ground operators, please. Switch to the ground channel. You're looking at the vehicle now, slicing through the atmosphere, a fiery spear piercing the heavens. Supersonic speed achieved, max power. The view is unreal, the atmosphere thinning out as the rocket climbs higher, the plume of exhaust expanding in a mesmerizing dance of physics and fury. That's the beauty of it. The exhaust gases colliding with atmospheric pressure, compressing and then bursting back together in a symphony of raw energy. It's like the universe itself is holding its breath. 2.5 minutes after liftoff, the rocket is screaming downrange, a lone warrior in the vast emptiness of space. The anticipation is electric. Stage separation is moments away. Main engine cutoff. Stage 1 complete. Ignition on Stage 2. Chamber pressure looks rock solid. Nominal across the board. Separation confirmed. The onboard camera captures the moment. Fairings jettisoned, revealing the curvature of Earth in the background, a stunning blue crescent glowing against the infinite black. The motion is subtle but steady. The second stage's lightning engine kicking into gear, pushing for that critical horizontal velocity to orbit our planet. This is where dreams meet reality, where years of sweat and sacrifice propel humanity's reach just a little further. The aft-facing camera shows the rocket's wake, the booster no longer visible, lost in the distance. A tiny speck might be it, or just a trick of the eye. The second stage is doing its job, the lightning engine burning bright, its exhaust crystal clear in the vacuum of space. The trackers on the ground are struggling to keep this beast in frame. It's moving too fast, too fierce, a force of nature unleashed. The view is jaw-dropping, the Earth's limb illuminated, the sun's rays glinting off the rocket's sleek frame. It's headed south, the sunrise painting the planet in hues of gold and shadow. The contrast is haunting. The bright, hopeful dawn on one side, the deep, mysterious dark on the other. 7 minutes in, mission control is locked in, every console a hive of focus. The second engine cutoff is approaching, the moment when the rocket's fate hangs in the balance. The call comes, SECO achieved. The engine shuts down, and the silence is deafening. But something's wrong. A faint tremor in the data, a whisper of trouble. Expected loss of signal at the tracking station is 60 seconds out, but the team is already scrambling, assessing telemetry. The room is tense, hearts pounding, as the reality sinks in. A mishap at stage separation, catastrophic, gut-wrenching. The first stage collided with the second stage's nozzle, a violent impact that tore away the lightning engine's extension. Thrust reduced, orbit compromised, the payload now stranded in a lower-than-planned trajectory. The mission, a bold collaboration with a major aerospace partner, is teetering on the edge of failure. 10 minutes post-liftoff, the comms blackout hits, as expected, but it feels heavier now, a shroud over the team's hopes. The onboard cameras go dark, leaving only the echo of that fateful moment. The replay of the liftoff cameras rolls, showing the rocket's triumphant ascent before the tragedy unfolded. The marine layer on the ground had obscured the initial climb, but the engine shot was crystal clear, a blazing testament to the rocket's power as it roared out of the trench. The team clings to the data streaming in, desperate for answers. Was it a design flaw? A manufacturing defect? Or just cruel fate? The stakes couldn't be higher. This mission was meant to deliver a cutting-edge technology demonstration, a beacon of innovation for the space industry. The blackout stretches on, an agonizing wait. The team knows the payload deployment won't happen for another hour, and even then, the odds are grim. The rocket's trajectory is off, the orbit too low. The payload's future uncertain. Social media is already buzzing with speculation, fans and critics alike, dissecting every frame of the launch. Some call it a disaster, others a daring attempt gone awry. The truth lies in the data, and the team is racing to piece it together. The mission control room is a pressure cooker. Engineers poring over telemetry, managers coordinating with the customer, regulators looming in the background. This isn't just a launch. It's a crucible, testing the resolve of everyone involved. The rocket's story is one of ambition and heartbreak. The Alpha, a scrappy contender in the small-sat launch market, was built to democratize space, to carry payloads for those who couldn't afford the giants, like SpaceX or Blue Origin. Its sixth flight was supposed to be a triumph, a proof point that this underdog could deliver. Instead, it's a stark reminder of how unforgiving space can be. The first stage, a workhorse that powered the rocket out of Earth's grasp, turned traitor in a split second. Its final act, a collision that crippled the mission. The second stage, with its lightning engine, fought on valiantly, but the damage was done. The nozzle extension, a critical component for maximizing thrust, was gone, leaving the rocket limping toward an orbit it couldn't sustain. The emotional toll is palpable. For the team, this isn't just a job, it's a calling. Years of late nights, endless simulations, and countless sacrifices led to this moment, only for it to unravel in seconds. The customer, a titan of the aerospace world, trusted the team to deliver, and now that trust is strained. The payload, a technology demo meant to pave the way for future missions, is likely lost, a multi-million-dollar dream reduced to space debris. Yet amidst the devastation, there's a flicker of resilience. The team owns the failure, vowing to learn, adapt, and come back stronger. This is the spirit of exploration, daring greatly even when the cost is crushing. The replay loops again, the rocket's ascent, a bittersweet memory. The plume expansion, the fairings jettisoning, the Earth's curvature, all moments of awe, now tinged with regret. The team reflects on what went right, the nominal liftoff, the flawless first-stage burn, the sheer audacity of the attempt. But the anomaly looms large, a puzzle that demands answers. Was the separation mechanism faulty? Did the first stage's trajectory deviate? The data holds the key, and the team is relentless in its pursuit. Every byte is scrutinized, every anomaly traced, as they piece together the story of those fateful seconds. Social media erupts with reactions, a mix of shock, sympathy, and speculation. Space enthusiasts share grainy screenshots pointing to a fleeting glimpse of debris during separation. Analysts weigh in, some praising the team's transparency, others questioning their readiness for such a high-stakes mission. The hashtag number sign, message in a booster trends, a nod to the mission's name, as fans rally around the team's bold vision. But the critics are vocal too, calling the mishap a preventable failure, a stain on the company's record. The team takes it all in stride, knowing the road to space is paved with setbacks. 15 minutes into the blackout, the tension in mission control is unrelenting. The team is preparing for the moment when the signal returns, hoping for a miracle, but bracing for the worst. The payload, a sophisticated satellite meant to test cutting-edge technology, was the heart of this mission. Its loss is a blow not just to the customer, but to the broader space community, which was counting on its data to push the boundaries of what's possible. The rocket's lower orbit means the satellite will likely re-enter the atmosphere far sooner than planned, burning up in a fiery end. The thought is gut-wrenching, a stark reminder of the razor-thin margins in spaceflight. The team's leader steps forward, addressing the room with a voice steady but heavy with emotion. This is a setback, not the end. The data will tell us what happened, and we'll use it to build a better rocket, a stronger mission. The words resonate, a rallying cry for a team battered but unbroken. The customer, though disappointed, is already in talks, committed to finding a path forward. The regulators, ever watchful, demand a thorough investigation, and the team is ready to comply. Transparency is their mantra. They'll share what they learn, not just with their partners, but with the world. 20 minutes in, the replay shifts to the ground cameras, showing the rocket's fiery ascent from multiple angles. The marine layer made it tough to see at first, but the engine shot was a showstopper, flames roaring as the rocket cleared the pad. The trench camera, positioned right under the engines, captured the raw power of the liftoff, a visceral reminder of what's at stake. The team watches in silence, a mix of pride and pain. This was their rocket, their dream, and even now it's a marvel of engineering. The second stage's burn, though marred by the anomaly, was textbook until the end, a testament to the Lightning engine's resilience. The blackout drags on, and the team shifts focus to the data. Telemetry from the first stage shows a slight deviation in its trajectory post-separation, enough to cause the collision. The second stage's sensors confirm the nozzle damage, a sudden drop in thrust that sealed the mission's fate. The numbers are cold, clinical, but they tell a story of chaos and courage. The rocket fought to stay on course, its systems compensating for the loss, but physics is unforgiving. The team maps out the next steps: a full review of the separations mechanism, a deep dive into the first stage's guidance system, and a stress test of every component that could have played a role. 30 minutes post-liftoff, the mood in mission control is somber but determined. The blackout will end soon, and with it, the first chance to confirm the rocket's status. The team knows the payload is likely lost, but they hold out hope for some telemetry, some clue that could salvage a piece of the mission. The customer is on the line, their engineers joining the effort, a shared commitment to understanding what went wrong. The regulators are circling, their questions sharp and unyielding, but the team is ready. They've been here before on earlier missions that tested their mettle, and they've always emerged stronger. The social media storm intensifies, with posts on X capturing the raw emotion of the moment. One user shares a video of the launch, the rocket's plume glowing against the dawn sky, with a caption that reads, "Heartbreaking, but this is why we keep pushing." Another posts a technical breakdown speculating on the separation failure, earning thousands of likes. The hashtag number sign, Firefly Alpha, trends globally, a mix of support and scrutiny. The team monitors the chatter, drawing strength from the community's passion. They know the world is watching, and they're determined to show what they're made of. 40 minutes in, the blackout nears its end. The team braces for the signal, their consoles primed for the flood of data. The rocket's fate is all but certain, but the telemetry will be a treasure trove, a roadmap to redemption. The customer's payload, though lost, will not be in vain. Its data, however incomplete, will inform future missions. The team's resolve is unshakable. They'll rebuild, retest, relaunch. The Alpha rocket is more than a machine. It's a symbol of their audacity, their refusal to bow to the impossible. The signal returns, faint at first, then steady. The telemetry confirms the worst. The payload is in a decaying orbit, its mission unfulfilled. The second stage's nozzle is indeed gone. The damage, catastrophic. But the data is rich, a detailed chronicle of the mishap. The team dives in, their exhaustion giving way to purpose. The separation failure is the prime suspect, a complex interplay of mechanical and software factors. The first stage's guidance system is another culprit, its final moments a cascade of errors. The team maps out the investigation, a months-long effort that will leave no stone unturned. 50 minutes post-liftoff, the team pauses to reflect. The mission was a failure, but it was also a triumph of courage. They launched, they dared, they learned. The customer, though grieving the loss, is already planning the next attempt, their faith in the team unshaken. The regulators demand answers, and the team will deliver. Their transparency, a beacon in an industry often shrouded in secrecy. The social media frenzy continues, with fans posting tributes to the rocket's brief but brilliant flight. The hashtag number sign, daring greatly trends, a nod to the team's ethos, a reminder that failure is just a step towards success. The replay loops one last time. The rocket's ascent, a haunting reminder of what could have been. The plume, the fairings, the Earth's curvature, they're all there, frozen in time. The team watches, their hearts heavy, but their spirits unbroken. This is space, they remind themselves, unforgiving, unrelenting, but also inspiring. The Alpha rocket's sixth flight was a tragedy, but it's not the end. It's a chapter, a lesson, a call to arms. The team will rise again, their eyes on the stars, their resolve forged in the fire of this moment. The mission control room empties slowly, the team dispersing to their tasks. The investigation begins in earnest, the data their guide. The customer's engineers join the effort, a partnership born of shared loss. The regulators set their deadlines, and the team meets them head-on. Social media hums with support, the space community rallying around the team's resilience. The hashtag number sign, Alpha Rising, emerges, a promise of redemption, a vow to return stronger. Hours later, the team issues a statement, their words raw and honest. The mishap was a failure, but it was also a teacher. The data is clear, the path forward clearer. The customer stands with them, the regulators watch closely, and the world waits. The Alpha rocket's sixth flight is over, but its legacy is just beginning. The team looks to the future, their hearts full of fire, their minds sharp with purpose. The stars are calling, and they will answer. The story of the Alpha rocket's sixth flight is a saga of triumph and tragedy, a testament to the human spirit. It's a reminder that space is not for the faint of heart, that every launch is a gamble, every failure a lesson. The team's journey is far from over, their mission far from complete. They'll rebuild, relaunch, and reach for the stars again. And when they do, the world will be watching, cheering, believing. Because that's what it means to dare greatly, to fall, to rise, to soar. The script ends here, but the story doesn't. The team is already at work, their tools in hand, their dreams intact. The data is their map, the stars their destination. The Alpha rocket's sixth flight was a heartbreak, but it was also a spark, igniting a fire that will burn brighter with every launch. The universe is vast, unforgiving, but it's also waiting, and the team is ready to meet it, one daring leap at a time.